is me, Queen Nightmare. How are my beautiful lovelies today? I am going to do the third part of my Love Can Kill fanfiction, and I am so excited to show off at least my story that is kind of good, I guess. It's called The Heart, Unknown Point of View. She's mine now, Jeffy. She looks so sweet. I wonder if she likes candy. It hollered in the night. Alex's POV. I woke to a thundering screaming in my apartment. What I thought was a scream was a laugh from a blurry creature with long arms. I rubbed my eyes of sleepiness. I found out I was face to face with no other than Laughing Jack, a corrupted clown, famous child murderer of the creepypastas. Hello, Alex Jones. What a cute little body. He looked at me up and down in my nightie, making a disgusting smirk that a pervert would do. And then I slapped him. I ran to the kitchen window and grabbed a tube of something to defend myself, anything, so that guy wouldn't touch me. As I started to open the window, he grabbed me, grabbed my arm tightly, but then I sprayed him in the face with that tube that I had. It burns! It burns! He exclaims. As I jumped out the window, leaving the defenseless Laughing Jack crying and yelping in pain. Serves you right, I thought, as I started to run into the woods. After about 10 minutes into the woods, I was just grabbed out of nowhere from behind by a man with low and dark voice. I'm here to help, but don't move, okay? The person said with the dark voice. Then I heard static. Slender Man. What? Where are... I asked, dizzy from the static. I collapsed and fell asleep, and only hear a little girl's laughter. Being put in a dress, I felt a silk and lace dress put around me. The last thing I felt was a heart-shaped necklace or something around my neck being laid on my chest when I finally blacked out for the night. I hope you liked that one. That was the third part. Actually, I can do the fourth part right now. The static. Jeff's POV. I should go check on her. She might be in danger. I start to think as I am starting to walk back to her house after a killing of a stupid cheerleader. Man, she was a screamer. Don't get me wrong, I do like a good scream, but man, that was too much. I go back to the house and go up a tree to get into the house. When I stepped in through the kitchen window, the first thing I saw was a mess. What the hell happened? Why is her apartment a mess? Where is she? I started to hope she didn't get hurt. I heard a groan coming behind the counter, and I ran around to see in the blue moonlight a striped, tall, long, limbered, black-haired figure crying, shaking, and groaning on the floor, he turned to uncover his face, and I recognized him and laughed. What? He shouted at me, turning his face around to show me something in the moonlight that looked like he had red around his eyes. I started to laugh harder. Did she do that to you? I laughed at him, knowing that she did, and all he could do was look away ashamed, which made me laugh even harder and louder, which gets him more pissed off. And I get off of that too. After I got done laughing, I got really serious thinking about her. Where is she? I asked with anger and laughter with anger in my voice and trying to wipe away the tears of laughter as I look into his eyes. He points towards the woods, and I look at his eyes and try to see if it is going to hurt his eyes permanently when I do this. Sadly, it's not going to. I might already be with Slender. She might already be with Slender Man. So you better make sure he doesn't hurt her, he says, while I grab his head, wash out his eyes, and I put his head under the faucet, starting to wash it out. But in the process, I held his head under the sink water, dirty water, when it was filling up with, used, icky water from his eyes. I then thought about it and started to drown LJ. What the fuck? What are you fucking kidding me? You were trying to get her for Slender Man? I stopped drowning him and wait for an answer after all the spit and blubbering. Jeff, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were into her. I would have kept my distance. I punch him in the face and that knocks him out. I head for the woods and worried and with worried. My blood was rushing through my veins. Bloodlust kills Slender Man. Alex's point of view. Remember, the 5th of November, the gunpowder treason and plot. I know of no reason why the gunpowder treason should ever be forgot. Guy Fawkes. One of my favorite quotes that I say often to calm me down, and I feel awesome when I say it. Because why should an important part of history be destroyed by being covered up by the government? Like the kids going missing that are barely talked about, and that they get sold off to the sex trade, poor kids, and sometimes even adults. If I ever got my hands on those people who sold them and hurt them physically or emotionally, they would wish they were never born. I look back. I wake up and I look back. No, I look back at what I was doing with my life. But I then woke up slowly. As I look to the left of me, I see a small girl with red hair that has red running down her face. I started to look around for a tissue. I found one in my pocket. I started to clean up the blood. Just then when I finished cleaning it up, I felt an arm around me, and I started to shriek. I almost shrieked, but I held it in and just jumped instead. So I turned to face a girl on the other side of me with long black hair and is as pale as Jeff. Wait, she must be Jane, and the little girl on the other side of me must be Sally. I started to pat down my outfit, and then I noticed I'm not wearing the same clothes I was wearing before. I'm not wearing my favorite nightie. I am in a red scarlet dress with a gold heart necklace that goes down between, sadly, my boobs. I almost didn't see it. I shiver because I was cold. I start to hear a voice from Jane. Are you cold? Come cuddle with me. She sexually giggled, and I start to get awkward, so I get under the sheets instead of on top of them where the girls were. As I start to almost go back to sleep, I feel Jane get under the sheets as well. Don't be coy. Come play with me. She giggles more as she pulls me closer to her, turns me around to face her. I try to make an excuse, so I look and see that Sally is sleeping beside us. Oh, what about Sally? She's here. I point out, trying to be shy. We shouldn't be doing something like this. It's not appropriate, I say with a weak smile, and I hear a giggle from Sally. Good, because that would be so weird and way too inappropriate for me, even though I'm already 23, but I'm stuck in this stupid body. She acts all sweet and nice like a little girl. That we both know it's not true when she is way older. Shit, you're up. Jane grumbles loudly, and Sally starts to chuckle so loud that it made me have a headache. I started to scream. Where's that static coming from? Jane asked while covering her ears. It's from Alex's voice, Sally yelled over the static. It can't be, Jane gasped after I passed out from pain. Okay, guys, that is the last part of Love Can Kill. I might write more, but I don't exactly plan on it, but I will if you guys want me to. Please leave a big thumbs up, destroy that like button, and with all your love. And if you want any of my socials, it will be down in the description below or right where the screen is right now. I love you guys so much. Goodbye.